Hello, ladies. Oh, you're muted, Casey. Hi, Suzette. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Casey.
Hi.
How's it?
Hello.
Good.
Yay. I like your shirt, Casey. You made that too?
Oh, this one I made a little while ago. Yeah, this is a t-shirt I put a funnel neck on. So
That's really beautiful fabric. Gorgeous.
yeah, it's a Liverpool knit, which is something recent. I hadn't ever gotten any of that. So I have this and another piece that I quite can't figure out what to do with, but I really like.
Nice. And I love your shirt, Suzette.
Been a while.
I know, right? Is it that warm down there? You can wear short sleeves right
I have a jacket here in case I need it, but
now? I was actually just thinking about those shirts. You'll have to stand up and show the ladies. At the beginning of COVID, we designed these shirts, and I was only going to wear tie-dye till COVID ended. Like it was like, going to make a difference. Here we are. Can you imagine? 9 months later. Wow.
well, you did until you started leaving your house.
Yeah, which felt like a really long time. And now it truly has been a long time. Hello, Lynn. Oh, she's back in this heavenly view. I could just sit there and watch that all day long. You're muted, Lynn. I just want to jump on one of those boats.
There's a boat going by.
There's a big water taxi just left. Oh yeah, the yellow one's a water taxi. Then there's another boat at the landing. Big
Oh
one.
my gosh, that's just heaven. And you're wearing your new shirt.
I'm wearing my new shirt.
Let's see.
I just got in from the yard. Get back so I can do that. Whoa, I should get back further.
It's very pretty.
It's got not the hem went in real well. This is still a little bit, needs a little work. But the shoulders were a little bit too, so I took the shoulders in a little bit on the paper pattern. And today I had to take my 10 thread in to have the camera calibrated. So that was about an hour and 20-minute drive. And it's a beautiful sewing shop. And I thought, well, I'm going to get that rayon and I'm going to make this in rayon. But the prints were just god awful. I mean, there was just nothing I would wear. I love the feel of the rayon. I love everything about it. And I love shopping there because the people, they need the money, but there's nothing I could wear.
That's so funny. Did you say that out loud? There's just nothing I could wear.
I don't know what people use it for because, it's soft and it's, it's not really quilting fabric. I mean, maybe people do quilt with it. I don't know, because it's nothing like the 100% cotton. So I don't even know why they have it, to be honest.
That's the whole shop or just a little section?
Yeah, they had a section of it, but it all looked like not tie-dye, but like batik.
Oh yeah.
But it was like colors that, you don't wear on your body. You might see it in an art piece.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah, so.
And that's probably what it's for, is for wearable arts or art pieces. Yeah.
That makes sense.
The feel of it, is something I definitely wanted on my skin. I said, oh, I really want this. But why put the labor in if you're never going to put it on your body, right?
No, yeah.
And I'll keep looking. I ran over to Joanne's while he was checking the machine, and as it turns out, he couldn't calibrate. I have to buy a whole new camera. And that kind of made me mad because I called every shop local and they wanted $500 to replace the camera, which I thought was very high. And so while I was there, Robbie went online and he looked and he said, because I called Naples, I called Plantation, I called all around the area. And the camera, he showed me online, he was going to order it. And it was retail 120 and his cost was 70 some bucks.
So he's going to fix it for
Yeah, he's gonna fix it and give it a complete, because it's 10 years old now. I didn't even realize I had it that long. And give it a complete cleaning and, I don't know, tune up, whatever he called it, I can't remember, for $250.
Oh, that's a great deal.
It is a really great deal. You know, I bought several machines there and they've always been wonderful, nice people, but 3 other shops told me $500. I mean, what a crazy situation.
So what is this? This is the embroidery machine
Yeah,
or?
it's a multi-needle, it's a 10 needle brother.
Oh, so they're very expensive anyways though,
Yeah,
right?
it was a lot. And I've used it, I forget what he said, how many hours I had on it, like, I don't know, 150 or so, I don't know. I don't remember. When I get home, and I was really surprised when he said how many hours, or maybe it was 500 hours, you get a certain service. And I was really surprised because I've never had anything done to it. I've never had a service or anything at all.
Is it huge? Like, how'd you get it there?
Yeah, it's 100 and some pounds. So I had to, it's on a cart. So we wheeled the cart to the back, the back of the garage, and we turned the car around, and then we slid it in, and then we had to put the dog crate in because we didn't want to leave the dog if we were going to be gone 4 or 5 hours in a cage.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was crazy deal. I was gonna like go find one of the workers on the street because they're still building a couple houses here, but we got it in just fine.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
it's a
What adventure.
120-pound machine.
What was that, Lynn?
I think it's 120 pounds, the machine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you didn't get to finish your dogs then? It started messing up on you?
Well, I did finish a dog on Bill's shirt. Oh, here, I have it here, because he's outside gardening without a shirt on. And it's crooked, so I said, I am not doing any more embroidery.
Oh, that's cute though too. Like that, even crooked. It looks like his little head's turned.
Yeah, he's a little crooked. So I said, oh, well, what are you gonna do? So I said, we're gonna fix it is what we're gonna do. So we took it in, and I mean, I really feel grateful that he's doing it for a fair price, that he's not, and he's doing a lot more than just replacing the camera. But when you see it on his order thing and how much he's paying for it, how could you charge $500? Trouble.
Yeah. Maybe they have like a surcharge because of COVID. I don't know.
And the one place in Plantation, the guy, Tops, I don't know if you guys have heard of Tops that live in Florida, but they actually put it in a van and drive it across the state to Naples to fix it. And then they drive it to return it.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I don't want them driving my machine all over the country. You know, they're sensitive. They're computerized. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
And then I can't imagine how long that would take. You know, what do they come once a week, twice a month? I don't know.
Okay, so you had to leave it there though?
Yeah, I had to leave it, which is fine. You know, I knew there was that possibility.
Wow. So did you get to make anything else since we last talked?
But I finished. This is a big goal. I didn't even need that. This is a real big deal, you know?
Yes, it is. It wasn't, but that means you can start something else.
Yes, that's why I was looking for the rayon fabric, because I really want to make one more now that I have the sleeves in the proper, you know, the shoulders and the proper sleeve positioning. But clearly I didn't find the fabric. And then we stopped at Joann's across the way, and it was like, oh man, I don't know how many years old that fabric is, but some of it and it was in brand new Joann's store, but I saw that fabric years and years ago.
Oh, did you?
So I just, you know, nothing hit me.
Oh, wow. You have a good husband to make all those stops with you.
Oh, he was working on the phone the whole time. So he was.
Oh, he was.
Then he took Lucy for a walk, and there was a pond in the back of the sewing store, and she got mud all over it.
Oh, silly. Is that, Lucy is not Chaos. Where was Chaos?
Chaos was in the cage, and Lucy was on my lap, because we usually have 2 cages in the back, 2 crates in the back of the SUV, and we had to take one out to put the machine in.
Yes.
So little Lucy that was on my lap coming home was all muddy. I'm gonna close that door. I don't know. Hey,
They're having a fit.
Yeah. Oh,
oh. Sometimes they see a paddle boarder or jet skier and they go wild. They think they have cookies, I guess.
oh, how cute. So what do you think you'll work on next, Lynn, since you
Well,
couldn't
I
find
really
it?
want to make this one more time.
So you're gonna keep hunting then?
Yeah, I will find something, even if it's in my stash and not the exact fabric I want, I'm gonna make it one more time. So then I can put the pattern away. I save a little piece of the material with the pattern I made and I put some little notes and I know it fits and it's right. So if I come back to it 6 months or a year later, I could just make it.
Yeah.
So I've
Okay.
made so many little adjustments here and there. I really want to make one more. This was a trial.
Mhm.
This neck just doesn't lay, I don't know if it's the fabric or it just doesn't lay flat. It's a little gappy or gapey, whatever.
Any ideas, Dara?
It's the fabric.
Yeah. This,
Oh, Joanne,
Oh, you're muted,
Joanne, can I say
Joanne.
something?
Joanne,
So-
you're muted.
yeah, one of the things you might check is, did you have the trim that you put on? Was it 1 for 1 or did you have it a little bit smaller than the opening?
oh, I put it a little bit smaller, but and I did it on the bias and I cut it even narrower,
Oh.
but there's still a little ridgy stuff going on in here.
Yeah.
But
Somebody I saw recently, and I don't remember which video I was watching, that they talked about putting more ease in the very curve of it, and then when you get to the more straight part, have it more 1-to-1. So not put the ease equal all around, but just pull it in at the curve and then straight, then not as much easing at the straight. That's going to be my next try.
yeah, this doesn't have much ease at all. Even on the bias, it's very difficult to stretch. And that could be part of the unsettling part. That's why I really think it's important to make it one more time.
And I think the challis will probably work a lot better for you.
Yeah, it's just finding it. And we have a couple more I'm going to call. We have a quilt shop up the way, so maybe they have it too, real close. And then there's one fabric store I won't go to because they make people cry, so I'm never going back there.
Have they made you cry then?
Oh, the lady's so mean. I've seen the lady at the cash register cry because she's been mean to the lady that
Yeah.
works for her. So
We
I-
have a lady like that
What?
works at my Hobby Lobby, and I literally try to blast her with love before I get near her so she won't make me cry.
They were people.
She's
You know, I
just
should call, that's a good idea. I should call Hobby Lobby and see if they have any rayon.
I don't remember seeing
Oh,
any.
rayon.
Yeah. What were you trying to say, Joanne? Because we saw your lips moving, but we couldn't hear you.
Sometimes when the shoulder, like if it's too big here, you would raise take off a little bit from the front shoulder, just near your neck part, so it's not as angled. And it's just a little bit less.
And I
so
feel,
that
look
it
right
just
here, I do
raises
feel
up.
a little, thanks. I do feel a little bit too much right here.
Yeah, so I would take a little bit off the front of your shoulder near to your neck. So not the whole shoulder, but just make it less of a slant, I guess.
Like for a
And so it's-
sloping shoulder, because I've got a little forward sloping shoulder, I usually make the back a little bigger.
Yep. But I think when you did that, you probably need to take off more from the front than near your neck, the
Oh,
neck side.
yeah, I feel a little extra here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lynn?
good
That's
idea.
a great tip.
Lynn, are you talking right through here that you have too much?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that is exactly, I have that issue all the time, so it's just a normal thing. What Joanne was saying is exactly right.
Yep.
I just on the front,
Chaos.
Dog did something naughty. I love your shirt, Doreen. That one turned out so nice.
I love it.
You know, but I've never had this problem with knit fabric.
it doesn't matter. It is what it is. I mean, I have to, is on my front piece only, excuse me, on my front piece only, I go from one size and just go straight over. So I change the sizes and I just put the ruler in and just cross, and you end up by bringing up.
Yeah, right
So I
here.
have that, but I'm not done. So I've got that one. And then you guys who are really, really technical on how you do things may not agree with it, but this next one, but I do it anyway. On the on the pattern piece itself, on this pattern piece here, I take a little chunk up, and it's like a dart. I don't use a dart on here, but I'm bringing somewhere. That's where I always have to do a little bit of with the pattern piece, when you call it draping of the fabric, but I do draping of the pattern piece itself. So I have to find out where it is, because there's always somewhere in here where it's gonna gap. And it
Yeah,
all depends on the pattern piece itself. So I have to look, and wherever it's gaping, I literally just do a little bit of a dart neck wherever I can slant it over to, and just bring it up. I do it on every piece,
wow.
no
That's
matter what. It is all the time. I've never have had one at all on any pattern that I haven't taken it up. Because I sink in a little bit through here.
Mhm.
I just don't have enough bone structure that comes out.
Yeah.
So that's all.
And Lynn, it might not show up on knits because knits are a little forgiving, but the
Yes.
woven, anything like that is going to be amplified when you put it in a woven.
Yeah, it won't be.
Well, and
from-
if you
yeah.
use something like a lightweight linen or a batiste or a rayon, if you can find one, it'll have way better drape than that polyester, and it'll fix a lot of what you don't like about that neckline. Just having that like natural drape, and you can also kind of steam and block it if you're
Right.
using natural fiber, which the polyester just doesn't do.
I've tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of info now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to find another piece of fabric. So like I said, worst case, I'm still gonna, I've got some rayon on my stash, but it's bright green. And I'm like, oh dear Lord.
Oh, well, St. Patrick's Day is coming.
Yeah, once a year.
You'll be all set. Miss Sally, you're sitting up. This is
Oh.
wonderful.
I can't see her.
No, I know.
I
where is-
saw that, Sally. Very good.
How are you
Are you
doing?
feeling better?
What did the doctor say? Was your daughter wrong or right?
Well, he said that I was healing slower. He said I was healing slower. He said I should probably be healed in about 3 weeks. So, but he said I didn't have to, he said I can sit up though now. I can sit up. So I didn't
Hello.
ask him if I could sew, but he did say I could sit up.
Oh.
So I interpreted that as I can sew, right?
Sure.
If you need to be sitting to sew and he told you you could sit, I'm thinking that's a green light.
I don't know.
So
I don't know about that. The foot pedal and the like scooching around at the sewing machine and
You got a
everything.
push button, start, stop.
okay, I'm interpreting I might have to put my finger over Dara now. Man, I don't have enough fingers. Okay. No, never mind. Dara made me such a nice face mask. Never mind. Because I wore her face mask to the doctor.
Oh, good.
Me too. Good for you.
Okay. So guess what? I think I figured out a semi-ultimate craft bag.
Did you tell us?
I have it here.
You,
I
you
sewed it.
got it?
So
Oh my God.
You
You
made
crazy?
that?
It's a prototype. So I don't like the fabric. Like it
I
doesn't
like
it looks like a cow.
Yeah.
It does.
I don't like this fabric. I
Oh,
hate
I
this fabric right
A
here.
cow and a ladybug.
Yeah.
Yes. Cute.
Sally, I
But
didn't catch that. Did you make that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
But it's I mean I wouldn't make these colors together. but I think I might have it.
Look at that.
I
Like
took
it,
a third
Sally?
off of it, Andrea.
That's what?
I
What?
took a third off of it.
Did you
Oh.
really?
1/3.
Oh, wait, this is the commuter tote.
Yeah, your commuter.
Oh, I thought you said the craft bag.
Oh, did I?
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, I probably did. Okay.
Okay, so 1/3. So tell me what the panel measurements were, because someone else was asking about it.
It's me asking for
Where's your
lower.
Lucia?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
just took 1/3 off of every measurement.
So you
See,
did-
that 1/3 calculation, you already did it, right? So give me the numbers.
Oh, I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but everything
you
I
are
divided it by 3.
Okay, just divide it by 3.
Divided by 3.
Okay.
Every single thing.
So if it's 18 by 36, you went down to a 12 by 12 by 24.
Take your time, Casey, and then do
Yeah.
it and let me know.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
exactly
an
what I did.
example. That's an example of what she did, right?
But I didn't do every single thing yet. Cause see, like, I mean, if you can see it, well, no, you can't see because it's too dark in here, but
Do that.
like I did like every single part, but I just didn't connect everything yet. But I made
Oh.
sure everything fit. Everything.
But you're so crazy, Sally. Why did you do that right now? Fully recover, please.
Why did I do it?
Yeah. Are
Oh
you
my
allowed
God,
to see that?
It was driving me crazy. I couldn't sew. I mean, I was literally going crazy.
I know, I understand that part.
Yeah, I
I
had
was
to sew something. So I said, I know what I'll do. I'll figure out the ultimate, but you know, it was more mathematics. And then I was just putting everything together. And then I said, oh, okay. So I just sewed it. This is Mikey's Mikey's stuff that I like. This is Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then this is I have some Mickey Mouse stuff inside of here. I don't know if you can
That's
see it.
cute.
That's cute.
This is just a lot of his this is his I made him a baby nest. So this was part of his baby nest pad that he no longer had. So a lot of this stuff is it's leftover stuff. And then my friend like gave me this that I hated.
I love
but
that,
I
Sally.
needed to do something with it. So all this is stuff that I needed to do something with. So I just figured out something to use, you know. So
Good.
yeah. So I'm gonna end up making a smaller one, but when we do it, I'm gonna make the regular size one. But I wanted to figure out how to make a smaller one so that I could, because you know it's hard for me to carry real big bags because of my back issue. So I figured I wanted to figure out how to make a smaller one.
So what are the rough finished measurements on that?
Let's see, do I have? Of course I have of course I have something that's right near me. Let's see. So this is about this is 8 high. The width is about 9. Let's see, height, width by 6.
Where's the 6? That's the depth?
Yes, 6.
Cool. That is perfect for a little purse.
Yeah.
All right, fun. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now you got to sew.
So I'll calculate all of them. I mean, I'll write them down and give you the exact measurements though, because I wrote them down. I wrote them down in my tablet. I'll give you the exact ones because I know I wrote them down.
Awesome. So how long till you can go to the Hobby Lobby?
Oh, I can go today. My daughter asked me, did I want to go? And I'm like, she tells me I can't do anything. And then she asked me, do I want to go? Like, no. And then she brings me fabric and then tells me I can't sew.
Oh.
Like, she's like trying to make me go crazy.
How old
Are
is
you sure?
your daughter, Sally? How old is she? How old is your daughter?
20, well, 25.
Oh, she's the same age as my son.
Yeah, she's almost 25. Not 25 yet, but she says 25. She's 24.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. All right, what else is happening there? Everybody staying healthy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just waiting to make my next bag. Well, I'm waiting to make my bag. I'm waiting. I'm gonna do our bag out of the stuff that she bought that day. I have it here. This is my stuff. I'm gonna cut it out.
Pretty.
Remember the stuff that I showed you guys that said she brought me?
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna do it out of this.
I like it.
Yeah. So I'm all set, ready to go. Because Tuesday we're supposed to have it all cut out, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna make anything else.
Okay. Sounds good.
What are we supposed to be doing today on Friday? What's Friday supposed to be?
Fridays are show and tell. Like
Oh, okay.
tell. Yeah.
So I did something.
You did it. And Lynn made her shirt. How about you, Suzette? Did you do anything? No?
I've been catching up around here and at my mom's and doing some planning, and
Yay.
'cause I'm gonna have a couple busy weeks coming up, so
Yeah.
get ahead. I am gonna sew this weekend.
Are you? What are you going to make?
I'm gonna finish that t-shirt and then cut out the bag like Sally's gonna do.
Okay, cool.
And then the craft patty that you made.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I have one that I made when you came out with the tutorial, but
yeah. You're going to make another one?
mhm.
Are you going to keep it for yourself?
If no one takes it from me.
I know, because it's a popular one.
My granddaughter took my tuffet and
You took the tuffet?
yeah, I know.
Tuffet.
If you make those tuffets, you're going to love them.
What is a tuffet?
I'll get mine to show you, Sally. You need a tuffet, Sally.
It's
Isn't it
real
just like
easy.
put your feet on it kind of thing? Oh,
I was using it for a cushion. But
And it's like
Mm.
made of that super
Oh.
minky.
Oh,
what you
okay.
could do with that gray minky stuff you had, Sally.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
It's
I need one of those.
crazy comfy. So that pattern is just on sewspire.com, Sally. So
Oh,
just search tuffet.
Okay.
Like
Look at you like I need one.
in our tuffet. All right.
Oh yeah, and I've been walking every day because
Yay. And I've been doing my yoga every day.
yeah.
Every night, even though it's been some crazy nights, right? Like, but I was so proud of myself when I woke up in the morning and knew I didn't bail on myself. It's like, yay.
I know. I felt like it this morning, but I did it anyway.
So is this day 3?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And tonight will be 5 days for me. And then Usha on day 7, I'm going to say week 1, done. I can't hear you.
You didn't see my post on Facebook?
I honestly can't keep up with Facebook.
Okay, no. The plan to be Facebook thing I updated because I'm reducing my walking goal to 50% down.
Oh, you are? Did you just put that on there?
See, for you it is 60 degrees out there. For me it is 30 degrees out here. So it is tough for me to be out there for an hour to
Yeah.
finish my
Were
3
you cold? Oh.
Yeah, cold and windy, you know. So I tried 2 days. It was hard, but I don't want to give up. So I was thinking like just a quick 20-minute round instead of my 3-mile walk, like 1 mile or 1.5 mile, which gives me, better starting. And maybe the weather goes by, I'll increase my goal also. Otherwise, it is bothering me.
Usha, they're going to start a dance fitness class on Element 3. You could do that instead. It's indoors.
Dance at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried with my app to walk in the house. Whenever I'm turning, it was thinking like I'm stopping somewhere. So it is pausing and resetting my mind. You know, I tried for 15 minutes and said, nope, I'm not doing this.
Wow. Okay,
So,
where?
yeah, I'll check out that fitness dance thing. But today morning, I think there was some yoga class or something. I registered it, but I couldn't go because of my work is going.
Yeah. Have any of you heard of Yoga with Adrienne? She's on YouTube. She's so fabulous. If you just want free yoga, oh my gosh, she's so peaceful and fabulous. When I first started watching her, she had like 300,000. Now she has 3 million subscribers. But she is really wonderful. And she does this thing called a 30-day yoga challenge. And she's in Texas too, I think, Usha.
Oh.
Then she's very far away then.
She could be really close.
See, you are not even in my state. You are closer than the Texan people. So don't tell me like somebody is in Texas.
What? I'm not closer. What do you mean?
No. What I'm saying is we meet more, we do together more, even though you are in a different state. I don't even see my next door neighbor.
I know.
So the Texan, non-Texan doesn't matter. That's what my point is. Yeah. But I'll check out the one which is suggested and Adrienne, right?
Yoga with Adrienne. Yep.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Who wants to share next? Who's made something? Casey.
So I have had on my list of things to do a little bit more with my embroidery machine. So I did this.
Wow.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
And taking advice from Dara about trying to line things up. And that I did manage to get a straight line all the way across, and my letters all somewhat match up. So this was kind of a trial one. If I could make something out of it, fine. If not, no worries. It just ended up being a little bit bigger than the pillow form I have, but I think it will fit a bed pillow. So I think I'll make it into a sham for a bed pillow.
That's really beautiful. How long did it take to stitch each letter?
Well, the program the file I have for this, it's actually the letter and a whole bunch of stuff inside it. So it's, you could do it as an embroider, and everything inside here would have flowers and leaves and stuff like that. So basically I just have it do the outline, and then I skip through all the rest of it and then just do the satin stitch. And they, even at that, they took like 10, some of them took 10 minutes to stitch out. So
that looks like it could be applique as well, right? Couldn't you?
Oh, yeah. So what I've done with these before is with that first stitch out, I put a piece of fabric, like I'll put felt down, and then I'll put another piece of print fabric over it, have it do that first stitch. Then I clip around that, and then I do the satin stitch, and I can come up with, I made them for Christmas ornaments one year. I had red felt and then Christmas fabric.
Pretty.
And so then I trimmed around the print fabric, stitched it out, and then I cut around that with a little edge around it all the way, and made them into Christmas ornaments for everybody's initials. So
How tall is each letter? It looks nice.
they are a little big. They are about 4 inches tall.
Oh, they look bigger than that to me.
Yeah, no, they're only about 4 inches tall.
Oh
So
gosh, they look like 8 inches to
Yeah.
me.
no, that's not about 4 inches.
God.
But they do
Are
come
you
out kind of
sure?
cute.
Are you sure they are about 4 inches? They look like so big.
All right, so here's the 4-inch mark on the ruler,
Yeah, you got to prove yourself.
and there's the 4-inch mark on the.
Is your ruler 4 inches right for it?
Now that I would have to check with the manufacturer on.
I once had a cutting mat that had the numbers wrong on it. Like it was off by 1 inch. Have you had that happen, Tara?
That's why people say don't, rely on the matte thing, because it's a plastic and it's a print, and it can stretch anywhere when it is printing it.
Oh, yeah, geez, wow.
This ruler that I have, I do have to be careful because I thought it was a 6-inch wide ruler and it's actually a 6.5-inch wide. So I have to remember
Yeah.
that when I see that number 6, no, that's not the edge of it. That's actually a 1/2 inch in. So
I accidentally ironed on that ruler once. So it was like a little bit stretched. So I can't use that anymore.
I bet that smelled awful.
It didn't.
No?
No, it didn't.
wow, you're lucky.
Anything else, Casey?
Well, I don't know if you remember, I started working on a second sweatshirt for my husband. And then we decided that we are going to try and put a zipper in it. So then I had to engineer that whole, try to put the collar on, zipper on, and also all the facing all the way around.
Whoa.
And it came out pretty good. Yeah.
Yes, it did. That's really nice.
And we even managed to put pockets on the front like a regular t-shirt or sweatshirt, pouch pockets or whatever. And then the zipper in. So that came out pretty good. At one point I had it was like a big circle of the collar, the facings and the ribbing at the bottom. And I was trying to, it was like a huge piece of origami, trying to get it folded and put into the right place. But it actually came out pretty good. So
Can you hold it up kind of so we can, like a hanger, so we can kind of see the whole project?
Make him put it on.
I asked him if he was going to model it for us, and he said no. And actually, he's on the phone for something for his sister now. So there's the pocket, and then sleeves, which are like gorilla sleeves. And then he's got the collar, the stand-up collar instead of a regular like baseball collar or whatever.
That's
Nice.
Yeah,
Came out pretty good.
really nice. What's next?
I'm struggling a little bit with that because I don't want to spend, the virus is getting pretty hot around here. And so I don't spend more than 15 minutes in the store if I can't help it. And so the idea of going into Joann's and perusing for fabric has me a little anxious. So I've actually started looking at Target and other places like that for tablecloths, because somebody
Good
mentioned about
idea.
tablecloths.
Mhm.
But I might be snagging a tablecloth and it won't necessarily have, accent. The pockets might not be accented in
Yeah.
different colors. I might just go with, let's make a prototype out of tablecloth and go from there.
That's
So-
a good idea. Yeah. Karen, our other club leader, is in Arizona too. And she said, y'all are #1 in the world for COVID.
At least in the United States. I don't know about in the world, but we are in the United States. And
Yeah, probably best to stay in.
right now, and you have to remember that's per percentage of population. So, if you only have 10 people of them, in a space and 3 of them get it, that does mean that you're kind of a high percentage, but they're, and people still think that they're, we're spread far apart up here. It's not going to happen. And we started making a list of people that got COVID who didn't think they would.
Mhm.
I think the reality is I'm seeing more masks in most places. If you go to Tractor Supply, forget it. I've decided I'm going to order online and do curbside pickup because they just still don't have a clue.
Gosh. Oh, Walmart has, I don't know if you like this style, but Walmart has the Pioneer Woman tablecloths and her fabric is gorgeous. And you could do the trunk drop off.
Well, that's I figure I've got to try or TJ Maxx, someplace where I can just kind of zoom in, look real fast and zoom out again, between finding the fabric, hitting the cutting table and then waiting in line at a Joann's. That's just too much accumulated time to be inside with people. So
Okay,
that's-
well,
I wore my mascara that you sent for Christmas today at the new Joann's. I ran in to look for that fabric and it just felt so good on my face. It was real tight and close and I felt very good, but I feel like you, a few minutes we're in, a few minutes you're out, and you really don't have the time that it takes to find what you're looking for anymore.
Right. Yeah.
wonder if that guy walking behind you knows he's going to be famous.
My husband, he's
Now
digging
recorded.
bulbs out of the yard. He wanted to
Oh,
do it
fine.
for the sunset.
Like you just innocent trying to do your yard work and then before you know it,
Yeah, you're on TV.
You're on blast across to Arizona, Texas.
what was that show where they would play the tricks on people and put them on TV?
Oh, there's
Candid camera.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
That was like
so much fun.
eons ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Jara? What did you whip up?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm wearing this. I made this McCall's top. I don't know if you can see it. Just
Pretty.
has like a
Oh,
zip
yeah.
front that goes into the collar, and
I
it's one of
like
those level 2 learn to sew patterns. And I followed the directions, but there's one problem with it. The interfacing shows on the, you interface
no.
before you put the zipper in. And had I thought it through, I would have trimmed it to the width of the zipper, but I didn't. So it's not like I'm going to wear it open like that, but if I make it again, I would definitely fix that problem.
The color
That's
is gorgeous.
nice.
Is it like an emerald green?
I like
It's
it.
kind of like teal, and
Teal.
Oh,
it looks a little bit like if Oscar the Grouch and the Cookie Monster had a baby,
oh, fun.
fuzzy like them. And it's huge. I made the large, and it's absolutely huge.
Is it? It looks good on you. That's definitely one of your colors. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, oh, here it is. And then I also am working on this Berta pattern, which is kind of similar. No zipper, but it has like a cowl neck.
Mhm.
And I thought it would be really good. And I got it done enough to put it on. The cowl's done. And it's atrocious on me. It is absolutely awful. It's not a great color, and it's like a weird width. So it just makes my face look like super fat and my neck look like super short. So
Oh,
if I have enough fabric, I'm gonna cut a much wider cowl
okay.
so that it, like hangs down more like a collar.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't look good, then I'm just gonna put like a rib. I'm just gonna finish it because the fabric is fabulous. It's like wearing a blanket. It's super soft.
So what happens to that one? What happens to the one that you just finished?
Oh, I'm just gonna take the cowl off and put a new one.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm gonna cut it off and make a new one. And then
You're
I made
altering. You know how
little
much we don't like to alter.
these are like the unloveliest booties in the world, but my feet are so cold at night. I found some leftover fleece in my stash and made myself some booties this week.
Were those a pattern, the booties?
I couldn't find a pattern that was comfortable, so I just kind of made my own.
Did you? What did the piece look like? You don't have it nearby, do you, that you cut the shape so I can kind of visualize that?
I threw it away.
No.
I made two.
That is not nice.
Decided I have them. I don't need it. I'll just throw it away.
Yeah, that's not nice.
How would you describe it? Was it two pieces or just one piece?
It's okay. So it's the sole,
So,
which I
okay.
just used like one of my big shoes and cut it out because I want them big. And then it's one piece. The top is one piece. You cut it on a fold, and then you sew the toe, and then you sew the layers together around the ankle. And there's all kinds of free patterns like this online for like charity sewing and stuff.
So do a search. Blue booty?
I would search charity slippers and see if you find any PDFs for slipper sewing. Not sure who they give them to. I don't know if they make them for, I don't know who they make them for, but
Not nursing homes because they would slide.
yeah, there's no way. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing on, I'm putting them on, I'm sleeping with these on. I'm not walking with them on.
Yeah, don't get up
Oh
in
my God.
the body.
What's the pattern number for the shirt you're wearing now?
What I'm wearing now is McCall's 8143.
Thank you.
Super cute.
Tara, what did you say the pattern number was for those pink booties?
Booties. Okay, we didn't change the color now.
I think the pattern name was the Sally Booties. Was that what you?
Yeah. Sally Booties. I don't have any pink fleece.
Huh?
I don't have any pink fleece. I don't buy pink. I can tell you, I made a special trip to the store to get some pink fabric for Sally's mask.
Oh,
Everybody else got blue, the same one, and Sally's was the only one that was different.
Aw, so nice.
oh my goodness. Does anybody want me to send them Joanne fabric cards? Raise your hand.
What's a
Oh,
Joanne?
What's a Joanne fabric card?
Money.
You mean a gift card?
You know, like gift cards to make
Of
stuff, pink
Of
stuff.
course. No, not for
You just want the labor.
I have lots of pink fabric, Sally.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where you live again?
Florida.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes. That's
It's
another hot state.
Well, every state is hot right now.
No, I'm in New York. It's not as bad. Not as bad. We're going up there too, though.
Did you make anything else, Tara, or was that it?
That's about it.
Okay. All right. Who wants to go next?
Sure.
Joanne? I saw Joanne raise her hand.
Well, I'm on my third draft of that shirt. And so I made the third one and I still don't like it completely. It's getting there. It's the, it's not a completed shirt. It's that, you know how I wore that black one that had the V-neck and it was
It's a
way
pretty
off
color.
the shoulders. So it's getting there. The shoulders are looking good. This is really good by my neckline. The only problem again is it's too low here. I thought I had gotten it right, but it's still just a little bit, again, I want to make it one more time and just get that right and a little bit more under the arm. There's something going on like right here and I'm not sure. I've got to look at it again and kind of decide what to do to tweak that. But so that's getting there. I did pick up a new pattern, which I thought would be fun to make.
Oh, I
The
have that.
blouse.
Is the blouse, and it's so simple. See that rectangle she's holding?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
basically it. It's two pieces. It's like two rectangles or
Really?
one rectangle. I'm not even sure yet. It could be one or two rectangles and that's it. So that just looked like it might be fun to do. As far as sewing, I haven't sewn anything else, but I went on Craftsy. I'm a member of that. And I took the class on creating fashion flats.
Oh, wow.
which
Fashion
are
what?
basically fashion flats, which are basically the sketches on your pattern. Like, you know
Oh,
how you see the outfit, the outline of the outfit?
like something like this.
Right. It's
Okay.
showing how to make those, but what she did is she showed how to do it to scale for you.
Okay.
So, for example, this shirt is my scale,
Oh,
like an 8th scale. So if I made things, then I'd be able to see if it looks too weird or wide on me or things like that. And then we also did all these kind of things where showed how to do like the ruffles and the
Betty.
different. So that was a lot of fun just to do some of that drawing, even if it wasn't sewing. I feel like it's sewing related.
And you got to crochet, I heard. Did you crochet?
I did. I did do that. I'm debating whether or not I'm staying with it.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, I didn't realize it was going to be beginner.
Mm.
And I have been crocheting since I was 9. So it was somewhat beginner for me. So
well, it was beginner. It wasn't beginner for me because she didn't even say what was your level of crocheting. She just started going, and I was like, "What
I
the
think-
heck are we doing?"
I think everybody there are beginner but me. I really
Oh.
think that's what it is. So yeah, I mean, she's not a beginner and I'm not a beginner, but I think everybody else is kind of a beginner or kind of low intermediate.
You might find your expertise comes in handy though, because like with the garments, for example, we had so many experts, but like Suzette and I were, and Sally too, complete novices. And so we
But-
learned because you were there.
But there was no time for us to share.
Oh.
So this is the only group on this Health 3, whatever, that allows us to share. And basically, photography does a little bit, but in general, unless I interjected, there was no sharing on crochet, you know, and there was no sharing on other things. So it's not like this one where we all really share about what we're doing. It was kind of like, oh, I thought we were going to be able to share stuff. And so she said, yeah, you could do that. And so I did, but it was like, yeah, you were gone, Kim.
Oh
You
yeah,
were-
I just said forget this. Yeah, it was this one lady. She was like in the same area that I was on, and she said, "Well, I'm still in the beginning. I'm just at the first." And she said, "Oh, well, we'll come back to that later." Well, she was in the beginning. She couldn't move on, so I was like, "Well, what the heck?" I was
Well,
like,
Kim,
"Forget
what she
this."
did is we made the second one, we made 2 of them. So when she did it again, she really went slow. So by then I was completely done and I was just crocheting. I had made a hat by the time, seriously, by the time everybody else was done. So it was just kind of.
I got off and started sewing. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of. But the other thing I did finish was my scarf, and I don't know if I ever showed you my scarf.
Oh, what was
So
that?
this is my
Oh,
scarf.
that's pretty.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Gosh, Joanne. Wow. This is,
That's knitted. That's not crochet. That's knitted.
oh,
What
okay.
is that?
That's my sister.
That's beautiful.
What is that? Looks like a snake.
It's the start of my blanket, Kim.
That's double crochet, right? That you're doing?
Yep. Well, I don't know what it is. I just watched the YouTube and started. You'll have to tell me what it's actually called. It's like I go in my head. I go 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what it is.
It looks good.
But there was a few of us from this group on there. So like Usha was on it and Elaine was on it.
Usha knows how to crochet, though, right? Yeah.
Lisa, you were on it, right?
Me, no.
No, you weren't. Okay, Kim
That is
was.
not going to be crocheting.
I was trying to think who else was on it. Yeah, there was about 4 of us on it anyways, 4 or 5.
I
Okay.
have to learn how to sew clothes first before I move on.
Yep. And you're getting good at it, Suzette. This is something you didn't think you were going to do. And Kim's going to learn how to make bags. This is good.
Yeah.
But then I spent too long in Joanne's today. You're talking about not going to Joanne's. I was there for 2 hours today.
2 hours.
Oh, wow.
I was in there too.
Maybe.
It took a long time to find what I was trying to find for that bag.
Oh, what'd you settle on? Do you have it with you?
I do.
I got
came up
remnants.
like 15 minutes before this thing. To tell you the truth, it looks somewhat like yours. So here's the main fabric,
Really fun.
which is similar to yours.
Yeah, it is. I'm loving these.
And then this is for the outside pocket.
Gorgeous.
So when you put them together, you've got this thing going on.
Yeah.
And then I decided for the inside, it's just going to be this red.
Oh, pretty.
So it's just going to be the
That'd be so pretty.
3. Yeah.
Nice and sharp. Hmm. All right. Awesome. Anything else?
Yeah, it took me too long.
You could pick up, you could do a pickup for everybody else. Anything else to share?
No, I guess not. Just again, looking at classes on Craftsy and things like that. But
Any update on your brother? Still holding steady?
still in the hospital. Yeah.
Man.
No.
Yeah. There was no date. Last he said they haven't given him a date. They did reduce his oxygen a little bit, so that's good news. But
How long has it been now?
oh, I don't know. It's been over 20 days. I don't know.
Yeah, it's about 3 weeks because it was like the same time Sally had hers. So-
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I guess in that case, no news is good news.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm getting texts all the time. There were 30 texts by the time I woke up yesterday, just in the morning. you know, one person starts and then everybody goes in. There's 6 of us. And so it's like, I'm looking at my phone going 30 texts and I just put it down.
We have one of those in our family and I have to keep them on silence because
Yep. The whole thing is silent because I don't even see anymore when my texts go because I can't, especially I use it as my alarm. So I was getting a text like at 5 in the morning and I'm going, you gotta be kidding me. One time I got it at 3 in the morning. I'm like, brother, you're driving me nuts. And it's not the one in the hospital, it's another one.
everybody's got one of those brothers or friends.
So we need to set a do not disturb for like, 11 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning or whatever. So that only
Yeah.
thing that goes is your alarm.
Well, I just silence it. I decided just to silence my texts. I don't hear them anymore come in. And every so often, my husband will come by and go, oh, you have 10 texts. And I'm going, okay. And I just don't look at it till later.
When my daughter Ashley, who's like a perfectionist, comes, she goes, Mom, you have 550 unread emails. I'm like,
Don't email you. Okay.
it's just because it's information overload, guys. It's everywhere. It's Facebook, it's text messages, emails. It's like, okay. I do get the important stuff, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
it's hard to find
I'm like that.
the important part on text because especially when they're group texts, like you have to do it first before you can see what's in it. And then it's just a smiley face or
Yeah.
thank you. Or and it's like, you gotta be kidding me. I just,
The invention of the emoji, right?
I can't even get emojis on my phone. So I just see little symbols even. I don't even get emojis.
You would like it more if you had those.
No, no, because I still don't want to see them.
Oh,
I mean, and they're okay, but it's just like, I don't need to like open another text that's just another smiley face. It's like, okay.
how did we live before? Okay, let's see. Who haven't we heard from? Usha, Kim? Who made something?
I just finished that outfit, but it's not even in here.
It's not in
here? No, I finished it. It's no big deal. I finally finished that thing.
Which
So,
outfit is that? Which
that
one?
yellow, I'm finally done with
with the
it. And I'm putting, yes, the French terry. I put together the PDF pattern, that's So Daily PDF, the capsule. I started taping that together. That was fun.
because it's like 1,000 pages.
Yeah. So I've only taped the pants and the dolman sleeve sweater. So, because there's a jumpsuit and a jacket too. So I started doing that. So now I just got to figure out what fabric to use for both of those. But I'm going to do those next.
That's fun. What kind of fabric do you think you'll work with?
The pants, it's calling, well, they made it in a wool, but I don't want a pair of wool pants. So it's not going to be wool. I can tell you that. So I don't know. It'll be some kind of bottom weight fabric. So.
And then what about the sweater? Will you actually use like sweater knit?
I do have some sweater knit, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to go through and see what I have in my stash because I'm not buying any fabric. So, yeah, and I went to Joann and picked up some fabric because I'm making the commuter bag, but it's too many pockets. It's just got too many pockets for me. It was like, oh my God. It reminded me of a garden tote. So
wait, that's the craft bag. Looks like a garden bag.
No, that's got too many. That was commuter tote. I looked at it. I pulled it up. It had openings all on the outside, all on the inside.
No,
you didn't watch the video before you opt for it?
Yeah, I watched that video on SoSpire.
So 3 compartments and then 6 exterior pockets. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's too many pockets on the outside. Yeah,
Okay.
that's too many. Yeah,
Okay.
looked like a garden tote from the outside. So I was like, that's too many pockets.
You could have
So,
opted for crescent moon bag.
so I
That
said
would be
no.
your-
I said no. I'd have to eliminate some of them outside pockets. I said because I
That's
would never use all those.
Just
I would never
divide it in
use all those.
half. Divide it in half.
Yeah, I would have to.
Yeah, two in the front, two in the back.
mhm. Or have
So I
none.
got. Yeah, that's true. That's a possibility too. So I did that, and I didn't spend as much time in Joanne though, because that's just way too long. So
Did you get the fabric, Kim?
yeah, I did get some fabric. Um,
Oh, I should say I was looking at patterns too, so.
Hey, Joanna, which class you took it from Craftsy?
Let's see, you mean the one about the fashion flats?
Mm-hmm.
now I picked up home deck. I picked up home deck fabric, and this is the one I liked on the outside.
Oh, I love that.
Gray in it, Sally.
Hmm?
There is a gray color in it.
It's beige. It's kind of
Oh,
a
beige.
beige and white.
Sorry.
I like it. Yeah.
And then then they had another one that's similar to it, but it's not, but it has a different pattern. So I haven't decided which one I want to use.
Oh, that looks so nice.
I like that. Yeah.
And then for the pockets, I figured I could use this one.
Whatever you like more, use it for pockets because that's what you see more on the bag outside.
Right. So they had this one that I kind of like for pockets.
Oh, fun.
Mm.
That's gonna be
And it's
pretty
kind of beige and with some taupe and beige and cream.
Pretty.
I
gorgeous.
think that orange peel design would be nice as your base on top of.
Then I have one in my stash that I might use for an interior. It's either one of these I may use for an interior pocket. Either
That's,
this one or this one for an interior pocket.
oh, nice.
I like the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea to put a little swatch on a card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very cool. Well, that's fun, Kim. I'm excited for you.
that's what I did. So I was like, well, and they were like $2 a piece. So it's like, works for me, because if I don't like it, I didn't invest a lot of money in it.
$2?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
was it on the clearance or something?
Yep.
Wow, you did good because that's really awesome prints. Good for you. Nice work, Kim. Okay. Is Usha the last person to share? Usha,
Yeah,
what have you done?
nothing. I did cut my quilt top, all the blocks. So the plan is tonight make the blocks. And I see if I still have energy and my cat allows me, I'll make some stitches on the bag. Normally she won't allow me to be with the sewing machine after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's late. Do you have to
Mhm.
work this weekend?
Yes, Saturday night. It is a short window, but late at 10 o'clock. So it can drag until 1 a.m. or so. So Saturday night, definitely my work weekend.
Hmm.
I don't know. So that's what my plan is to finish at least the blocks for my quilt top because there is a lot of sewing in it. And then do something for the tote bag, which I was dragging from last month. So I'll be ready for Tuesday then. I'll cut all the fabrics and we'll be ready for Tuesday.
Okay. That sounds fun. So have you chose your fabric yet?
I don't need to go to Joann's, so I can shop around in my closet, so I'll get something. And this year is that just again, I'm going back to my resolution. I'm not going to buy any more fabric this year. For every 2 years, I'll do that. So
Every 2 years, you go on a fabric.
2 years I loosen up, and then 1 year I make myself very strict not to buy anything.
Huh.
So not to buy fabric for 1 year. And then slowly I go into the next year for 6 months. Then I can't hold anymore. Then I loosen up for the next. By the time I look at 1 year will be gone. So I'll be thinking about it. The second year will be gone. So it takes me 2 years to make that resolution. So that, that this is the year. Last year I bought so much and they are all just piled up on one after other.
You should just do odd even. Sorry, it's an odd year. I'm not buying fabric.
Then it is every other year, right?
Yeah.
That's too much. And I used to subscribe for so many magazines, and finally I got out of it. I'm not subscribing any other than Threads, I believe. Or so those only the 2 magazines I'm buying it. Before I have every quilting magazine, like Fonts and Porters, Neckhals, and Quilt Maker, that, this, and all. Like it makes you feel good as soon as that the mail comes in and you open a new magazine.
Yeah.
So for that feel, it's really good. But the problem is I cannot throw them out. And at the same time, I cannot keep them. They are just occupying all the shelf space. So finally, I thought, like, if I don't see, then I'll not have a problem. So, and then I have so many patterns anyway already. If I needed to, make some patterns, I have so many books and magazines, and also I made myself like a hardened rock, and then I'm not subscribing anymore. Even they say like it's only $6 for entire year.
Say no. Good. Wow. Well, I don't have very many patterns, so I have to buy some. So I did this week because they're $1.99.
Yep.
So Dara, have you made this one? Because I want a little jacket like you're making.
I made that. That was the first one I made in black. It was like a prototype when we first started doing the club. That was the first jacket I made.
And it had the amazing inside.
Yeah, that I lined it.
With quilt cotton, right?
No, I made it with the outside is a Liverpool knit with some texture, and the inside is an ITY with
Yeah.
it's black on the outside and then a big print on the inside.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I want to make that. And then I just thought this was just a darling kind of t-shirt, right? And how fun with all the options there. Like that's a stripe, but that has the accent panel there. You can see it better. Then for our Thursday club, I picked up the slipcover one. Not that this won't fit my sofa, but I figured the instructions are good, right? Whatever's in here, the instructions in general will be useful for the slipcovers that I need to make. Love the tunic.
Oh yeah.
I like the dress version of it, the longer version of it.
I'm gonna make pajamas.
Ah. Yep, I need more pajamas. The one which I did already, it's gone.
Home decor projects. I've been looking for one of these in the store, but they just come in like ugly kid colors.
You can get them and refabric them.
I'll just make it. I want to make a cool patchwork one. And then do you guys remember that corduroy that I bought? I think it would be super cute in that jumper dress. Is that what you call that? What do you call this style?
It looks like a shirt dress, is it? Button down the front?
Is it a princess one? Whoops, let me see.
Yeah, it looks like a shirt dress.
Does it have the darts that, I mean, the princess lines that come through the bust, but so no bust darts or?
Let me show you on the back, but it's one of those Flesh and Palmer or Palmer and
Mhm.
Flesh.
Yes.
So I thought that would be good too. So they're just $1.99 each.
So I'm hoping to find some of the cambray fabric in my stash. I came across it recently and then I've lost track of it again because I want to make a shirt dress. So maybe we can time that where we'll make it together.
That
Yeah,
could
I
be
know
fun
too.
for the next, when we finish the bag, then Tuesdays will just be garments and Thursdays will be home decor bags and accessories. So maybe the kind of shirt dress could be the next Tuesday project.
I would love it. Yep.
And that's something where somebody, if they don't want to make it into a dress, they could just make it into a shirt. You could do it sleeveless. If you're in Florida, you can do the long sleeves if you're elsewhere.
That's what I did with
What's
denim.
the number, Andrea?
So this one is
Seven.
M7470. And if do you have Hobby Lobby, Suzette? Because they're $1.99,
Oh, at Hobby Lobby?
right? Yeah, so but you only
Joann's.
have till tomorrow because they're closed on Sundays.
I think they're on sale at Joann's too.
Joann's, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Joanne's.
Joanne's 7th through the 9th on McCall.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to go check that out. 'Cause I have a-
Oh,
This
it
is-
ends, so they both end tomorrow. Oh, that's pretty.
That's the one I just picked up today.
That's
What
really-
is that number, Joanna?
7538.
So
McCall's, right?
I'll have to
Yes, yes.
I
Um,
chose these because I was, thinking the same thing. I don't want to be here forever looking through this book, right? I literally opened the drawer. It was $1.99. I was like, but
Yeah.
as long as I didn't hate it, I kept it. Okay, well, I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe out there. And then we have a Monday morning, Tuesday, and then a Friday next week. And then after that, we'll be able to start our Thursdays. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Have a good weekend, ladies.
You too.
Bye.